Hello everyone, hope everyone is having a great day. Welcome to the channel. This is English Custom Workshop. I don't know if some of you guys maybe have been paying attention. I changed my name from woodworking to workshop just because I'm doing a whole lot of different stuff than woodworking. So I think workshop works a little bit better, so that it is. So today it is a beautiful fall, nice warm day. A couple days ago it was 80 degrees, and yesterday it turned cold and we got about 5 inches of snow. So I think my truck said that it was 20 degrees on the way out here this morning, so it was a little bite in the air this morning. Just a little bite. Coffee's good on a morning like this. Drink up. But it is a beautiful morning. It's starting to warm up. I think it's supposed to hit mid-30s today. So I'm trying to get outside. I was planning on getting some stuff done yesterday, but it didn't work out that way. So let's see what we got going on today. So today I'm going to put a exterior access electrical panel, drop panel out here. I've got one on this pole already, but it's got a 240 breaker in it, so it's taking up both. It's taking up both poles. So, and that runs to the well that's over here out at the farm. So we are planning on tearing this old farmhouse. Planning on tearing it down. We've had the power company came out and disconnected the house from the pole. I don't know if you can see, but it's been cut, and the power comes in from a pole down into the field. So I don't have any electric per se for like to work out here. I need a plug, an outlet. So what I'm planning on doing is, I already did a little bit of work. I attached some boards to the pole so I can put a box on it, and I put an piece of pipe here, electric pipe, so I can run some plumbing down. I've got another exterior box that I'm going to mount here on the pole, and let's get to it. So I know what a lot of you are going to ask also, or say, are you an electrician? And no, I'm not. So the first thing that I'm going to say is abide by whatever codes, electrical codes, are in your area. But in this area, and a lot of areas, you don't have to actually be an electrician to do this kind of work, but you need to have an electrician bless off on it, and then the electric company might even come down and bless off on what you've done also. So just make sure that you're abiding by whatever rules are in your area. Just because I'm doing it this way here doesn't mean this is the way you should be doing it where you live. But this definitely passes, or is going to pass, what I'm going to do here. But always be safe. So the first thing to do, obviously, is get the power turned off. So I already shut the breaker off, but I'll turn it back on just for sake of testing. These wires down here are hot. So these two lugs right here are what I'm going to run wire down through and into the box. So got my breaker off. These wires are dead. The wires into the breaker are still live. It's always good to check these things just to make sure. So power's dead. Carry on. So the first thing that I'm going to do then is I'm going to get situated. Like I said, I put some boards on the pole. I kind of had to build out a little bit from this angle. I don't know if you can't tell probably from the camera, but the angle that the box is sitting at on the pole, and for where I'm coming out and I'm going to make a turn, I needed to build out a little bit, which is okay. It's no big deal. So I'm going to get the box where it needs to be, get it mounted. I got some piping and stuff that I'm going to run from here down, get my box situated, and then I'll run all my wires. So let's get that done first. So it's not the prettiest, and I kind of had to finagle moving the box over just a little bit to get everything to line up. And this is the conduit that I'm using, PVC, that I'm actually using as conduit, and it's fine. So it's pretty solid, and I'll run my electric out of it. I'm going to glue everything together. I just dry fitted this so far. And I'll glue it, and we'll run my outlet down, and then we'll run the wire the last. It's a little lower than the ground than what I want it to be, but it's still a little over 2 foot off the ground. And around here, if we had a 2 foot snow, it would be probably the biggest snow of the century. So I think we're good. Okay, day 2. My GoPro battery died, my phone rang, other priorities came up. I was not impressed at all with the wire that I was using. Out of this rent house, I had a bunch of wire that I pulled out of it before we were going to tear it down, and I thought that I could reuse some of that wire, but I was not impressed at all with the insulation on it. It was cracked really bad, and I think it was unsafe to use. So anyway, day 2, I went back, got some better wire, so we'll finish this up today. Definitely not heartbroken about that joint coming unglued. All right. I'll probably cut that wire the top of that since it's so hard to get into, and then work my way back from there. This is actually not the original wire that I put in. Pulled this through also because I was not impressed with that first wire, and then I realized that I needed 3 insulated wires to do this job. It'd be better to have 3 insulated wires to do this job, and this is only 2 insulated in a bare ground. Hope you can see this, and I'm probably not going to videotape this because it's such tight quarters and I don't really have room to share the camera in here plus do the work. But basically I've got a pole here that's going to get either a red or black wire. My other pole here that's got the breaker on it is going to get either the red or black wire, whichever one I don't use on this. And this is the neutral bar, and it will get the 3rd wire. So I'll do that up and then I'll start recording again. So I got this wired up. I got the red wire going to this pole, if you can see it. The black wire is going to go to this pole. I've got another breaker. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in. It's not going to have anything hooked up to it at the moment, but I'll go ahead and throw it in. And then my neutral bar runs, or my neutral wire, white wire runs to the neutral bar. So coming up out of where my outlet is going to be, I have a black, a white, and a bare. So my black is running to this breaker. I'll have this breaker open. My white is going to run to the neutral bar, and then my ground will run over here to this ground bar. So the ground wires that I have in here, they run up to the service panel, and the service panel is grounded with to the pole, so it'll get grounded there. And we'll go ahead, I'll put the, like I said, the other breaker in, and I'll get this wired up. All right, so I got this buttoned up. I'm gonna leave the cover off of it for the time being till it gets inspected and looked at. I've got this done. Everything's tidied up in here. And once again, I'm gonna leave the cover off of it for the time being till it gets looked at. And then I got all this put back together and re-glued. And then I'm going to go ahead. This breaker's off here, so these are dead. I'm gonna go ahead and get this wired up, and that way when it gets looked at, everything will be good to go, and then I can get it turned back on. So for what it's worth, at least on this service panel, these Allen keys to move these screws in and out is a 5/16, or I think you can actually also use a T50. A T50 will work on these also, or an Allen key that is 5/16. Okay, everything's wired up. I've got the neutral running over here to the ground bar to return home, along with my bare ground. Red to this pole, black to this pole, doesn't really matter. And I'm going to leave all this open. I'll get it inspected, and then we'll turn the power back on. Should be good to go. Okay, well, everything has been blessed off on. Everything is closed back up. Got everything closed back up, and we're good to go. We've got power. So I appreciate everybody watching. Once again, I am not an electrician. Safety first. Always check with your local area codes. Make sure that whatever you're doing abides by the codes in your area. When all else fails, call an electrician. Talk to them. Ask them what you need to do. So we got this blessed off on, and we're good to go. I appreciate all you guys watching. If you would, but I got a bunch more videos coming up hopefully soon. Like I said, we're going to tear down this wren house. It's an old farmhouse. We call it the wren house. We're going to tear this down pretty soon, hopefully in the next couple weeks. And we're going to be building a workshop back here. Maybe a big workshop, and maybe putting like an apartment in it. But we'll see. But I needed electricity out here so I could do some work, and we've got it now. And we are set and ready to go, moving forward. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, measure twice, cut once. Thumbs up, comment, likes, shares, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Have a good one, guys. Have a great day.